Hi, my name is Shiri DeSilvia, and I'm going to provide a demo of a project that I've developed for the course CS 5970 Text Analytics offered by the University of Oklahoma. The purpose of this project is to procure Latin text taken from the website The Latin Library and make the text available for full text searches so that the scholars and the students can do analysis of the text. So this is the Digital Latin Library site, and as you can see that there is several corpuses, and for this specific project I have used the virtual corpus. As you can see that this corpus has 3 major books, and each of these books have chapters. So for example, the book 1 has 12 chapters, the second book have 10 chapters, and then the third book has 4. And the program I developed, what I did is I went through each of the chapters and extract the text from this website and store this text into an FTS table so that we can develop a full text search engine to make the text searchable by the user. So let's go and give a quick demo of the tool that I've developed. The program has been developed using Python, and the interface was developed using the command line interface. So obviously it's not that pretty, but here it goes. So first, let me show the usage of the command line interface so that the user can be a little bit used to or understand how to use the command line argument. It takes one mandatory argument, which is the search key. The search key could be in Latin or in English, and as you can see, the corpus is in Latin. But if the user enters an English word, I'm going to translate that word to Latin and then do a full text search based on the translated word. And then there is an optional argument E for user to indicate that the search key is in English. If this argument is not passed in, then the program takes the search key as in Latin. So by default, the search key is in Latin, but user can specify the search key to be in English by specifying this optional argument. So let's go through an example. For example, I wanted to search with death, which is an English word. So I used the optional argument E. And as you can see that there were 34 matches for the word death, and death has been translated, and the translated key is actually morte. And it also creates an usage graph which shows the chapters that morte occurs, and then how many times the search key morte occurs in this chapter. So for example, A12 means book 1, chapter 12 has exactly 1 occurrence of morte, whereas book 1, chapter 4 has 7 occurrence of the word morte. And if, just in case, I wanted to find the website or the exact location where that has occurred, you can see it. The search result shows the title of the book, the language it is in, the author, the dates, the chapter name, and also the verse name. So I can go to this link and actually find this verse. So for example, let me find something with a little bit smaller verse number so that it's easy to find. Let's see, verse 17. So verse 17 has morte, and it's in book 1, chapter, I couldn't tell from here. and it was verse 17, so this is 15, 16, 17, and here's Morte. It's just a little usage. It's not very important, but we can definitely do that from the links. Let's see another example. Let's search with a phrase. So let's go with hic and nec, which is a phrase, a Latin phrase that I can search for. So if I hit enter, I can see there is exactly 2 matches in 2 different chapters, book 1, chapter 9, and book 3, chapter 9. And from the usage bar chart, I can see that each of the chapter has exactly 1 occurrence of this search key. Users can do wildcard searches with that as well. So for example, with Morte, let's say I wanted to search for any word that starts with Morte. If I do that, I'll see that there's exactly 51 matches. Remember when I was searching with death, it was translated to Morte and there were 34 matches because it was returning only the matches or only the records that contain the exact word Morte. But here I would be seeing Mortem, which is Morte is a substring to that. So it's also returning the words that has Morte as a substring. And from the usage bar chart, I can see the chapters and how many times these words occurred. So for example, book 1, chapter 11 had 9 occurrences of the word Morte or any word that starts with Morte. Let's see. I can do, let's search with another English word, love, and I can see there's exactly 3 matches with book 1, chapter 10, and book 1, chapter 3, and book 3, chapter 3. All of the chapters had the word amore, so love was translated to amore in Latin, and the word amore occurs exactly 3 times, exactly 1 time in each of these 3 chapters. And I can also take a closer look at the exact verses or lines that the word occurred in. And that's the end of the demo. Thank you.